أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Assalamu alaikum jameen wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much for joining us for this level 5, wherein we are going to continue discussing about verb. Based on the feedback received from some of the students, inshallah, we'll slow down. I didn't realize that, I was trying to cover a number of aspects within the class, which was difficult for some of us. So inshallah, we'll try to slow down. But at the same time, I don't want to become too slow that we don't progress, because I want you to actually leave a class every session learning something new. And second thing, that every time as you read the Quran, you find that, I'm progressing. So those two things keep in mind, that it is my goal, and I'm sure also you will agree with those goals, that every time as we leave the class, we have either learned something new or got clarified about things which were done earlier. And as you read the Quran, you find that something it's clear to you, you start understanding it well. Again, also, one of the reasons that people were finding problem was homework. So I'm not going to now pressurize on you. If you would like to submit your homework, then I will mark it. If you cannot, I understand. But what we'll do that we'll try to revise homework more in the class itself, so things get clarified. So my only request is that when we start resolving the homework or do things in the class, I want all of you to participate, and if possible, put on your video so it becomes easier as you are participating. We are a small class now, so only 7 people have registered so far. We are very small people, but at least I decided to go against our rule simply because thinking that you are dedicated people, and I'll continue providing this service, inshallah. So please do, put on your video and try to participate as much as possible. It's a classroom, so don't at all hesitate. Even if it's wrong, don't hesitate. There's nothing, we are learning. Even I'm still learning. So don't worry about it. We are all learning that you will come to know about this thing, inshallah, soon. So as usual, as you know, still the war is going on in the Middle East. People are being killed in Gaza, in Lebanon. Every time you see this is happening. So at least, our du'as are for them, but at least let us remember them before our class now. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد صدق الله العظيم. For this level, provided if you have a choice, I don't mind changing the dua. I'll keep the same dua. The reason is that the days are getting shorter, right? The days are getting shorter, and there's a hadith which says, Rabi, about Ashita Rabi al-Mumin. That means winter is the best season, it's the spring for the believers. And why? Because the nights are longer, so then they do ibadat, they don't miss out the namaz al-shab, right? And the days are shorter, so it's easier for them to fast. So I hope that this dua will at least give us that kind of strength, as the Prophet was doing, that he used to do the witr namaz, the highlight of namaz al-shab, and he would recite this dua. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma ahdini fi man hadaita, وعافني فيمن عافيت وتولني فيمن توليت وبارك لي فيما أعطيت وقني شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك سبحانك رب البيت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك وأؤمن بك وأتوكل عليك ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بك يا رحيم. If you have a choice of some dua which you find is beautiful, that we should make as part of the class, feel free to let me know. Then I'll also change that, no problem. So, as a revision, let us try to do this thing. I want all of you to participate. Don't worry if it's wrong. Okay, please, don't worry if it's wrong. We are learning. So these are some of the words, right? As we said that verb, the past tense verb is a three-lettered past tense verb consisting of all consonants. Just now we have done this thing. We are going to come into, inshallah, during this term into consonants and also vowels. But just now, the verbs consist of consonants, no, without vowels. Vowels are alif, waw, and ya, hamza, okay? These are vowels. So those verbs which do not have alif, waw, and ya in them, these are all consonants. And these are the verbs which we are gathering, right? And we say that in a three-letter verb, the first and the last root, the first and the last letter of this verb always carries fatha, right? It is the second one, the middle one, which can be either dhamma, fatha, or kasra. Okay? So these are some of the words which we had done based on your own collection. Okay, I don't want you to look into your notes or in the text for now, just based on your own collection, okay? I want you to tell me whether in this word, karama, in the first karama, is it dhamma, fatha, or kasra, in the meaning of that word. So anybody, please, I want all of you to participate. So start, anybody. Once you are done, just raise your hand or and you can just say. But the first one, karama, does it have dhamma, fatha, or kasra? Yes, Bismillah, Samina.
Is it Dhamma, Karima?
Karuma, okay, ascent. And what does it mean?
Generous, or I don't
Yeah.
remember.
So it's a verb. How would you say it?
To be generous.
To be generous, yeah. To be generous or even to be dignified, no? Because Kareem has both meaning in Arabic. Kareem is person who is generous, but Kareem is also a person who is dignified, or deals with dignity, no? Kareem, no? So, subhanallah, both of these are there. So yes, karuma, that's correct. This particular verb has dhamma in the middle letter, which means to be generous or to be dignified. Now, next one, taba'a, what is it? Does it have dhamma, kasra, or fatha? Just raise your hand, bismillah, and then let me know. Don't worry if you make a mistake. There is no, at least, what does your collection say? Your recollection or from your mind? Now, these words we have done. Yes, Muhammad Hashim?
It's Tabia,
Hassan, tabi'a, tabi'a. So what does it have? What vowel has it?
Kasra.
Kasra, Hassan. What does it mean?
Is it to trail, to follow?
You're almost nearer. Get
Following?
yeah, Hassan, to follow. Okay. So tabi'a means to follow. Tabi is the one who's follower. Tabi. No? So tabi'a, to follow. So it has a kasra. It means to follow. Very good. Yes. Next one. Yes, Bismillah. This is an easy one you chose. This is Sabira. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. No problem.
Yes, I chose an easy one. Khalaqa.
Khalaqa, ahsant, yeah.
To
What does it mean?
create. To create.
To create. And what does it have? Which haraka it has?
It's a fatha.
Fatha, ahsant. So it has a fatha, khalaqa, and it means to create. Okay. And of course, as you know that as far as our belief is concerned, this particular quality only belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No? For example, Allah says, Khuliqal insanu da'ifa, right? In Quran, Allah says, human being has been created weak. He doesn't bother by saying that Allah has created no human being weak. He just says Khuliqal insan, because it is known that no Allah is a khaliq. So Khuliqa is a passive word, khalaqa. Yes, good. Next one, khasara. What haraka it has? Now mind it, we are revising this thing very quickly, okay? Yes, Akil, Ali.
It's khasira, so it's kasra.
Very good. Khasira, kasra, ahsant. Yeah, what does it mean?
I to be honest, I don't remember what it means.
No, it's, you try to think. There is an Urdu word. आप लोग खसारे में हैं. What does it mean?
I don't even know Urdu, so
You don't understand Urdu? Sayyid? आप लोग खसारे में हैं. How do you translate it?
Loss.
आप लोग loss, you're in loss. So khasira is to lose.
okay.
To lose. Khasira. No. Khusran, khasira. So khasira is to lose. No. Yes. So it's a kasra, it means to lose. Yes. Next one. Everybody, please try to participate. Yes, Samina, go ahead. Sabira, okay, yeah. So, okay, first Samina, you raised, okay, then Sabira will come
Yeah.
next. Yeah,
Jama'a, fatah,
Fatah, Jama means what?
together.
Together, yeah. Together to collect Jama. No? Example, the word Jamaat, people who gather in one place, this one is Jamaat, right? Jama'a is to collect. Jama. Now Allah says, Bismillah, wailun likulli humazatin lamaza, allazi jama'a malan waddada, right? Person, the people who are so much preoccupied in hoarding the wealth and then counting it. Counting it. I remember when we were young, we used to stay in Africa, and we had friends who were Hindus. So there was within this Hindu, there was some people whom we used to call as Vanya, and their biggest preoccupation was that how to gather wealth. And then at night, of course, those days, there were no apps and all those things. So at night, they will just open their bank statement, and see if it has increased from last month or last week, they'll be happy with that. No? So, Allazi jama'a malan waddada. This is Surah Humaza, Surah number 104. Allazi jama'a malan waddada. The one who gathers wealth or hoards wealth, and then is preoccupied in counting all the time to make sure that it is increasing. Nothing has got lost, right? So Jama'a is to gather or to collect or to hoard. That is Fatah, yes. Next one. Yes, Sister Sabra, you had raised your hand. So now it's your turn.
Yeah, sure. Except I'm not sure. Azima with a kasra? I don't know.
Anybody
Or it
else
could even
like
be
to
a,
say?
yeah.
Anybody else would like to come in? It is Dhamma, Alduma.
Azima.
Alduma. Okay. What does it mean?
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, anybody? But you know this verse, Sister Sabra. Azim has come so many times in Quran.
Yes, to be high, to be in a higher position.
Yeah.
Azim, right?
To exalt or to magnify, to azuma, right? To make it bigger, azuma, no? Azuma dhanbi. For example, you see there's a dua from the seventh Imam, Azuma dhanbi. He goes to sit there and said, oh Allah, my sins have increased so much, so I've magnified, increased my sins so much, my disobedience increased so much. So azuma is to increase or to make it greater, to magnify, okay. Next one. Sayyid. My sister Adam, she can also log in. We are a small number, so
Yeah.
yes.
It's
What
Kharaja.
Yes, Kharaja. What is it? Fatah, Dhamma, Kasra, or Zeb Double Pesh?
Kharija, I think. Kasra.
Is it a Kasra or Fatah or Dhamma? Kharaja. Fatah, Kharaja.
Fatah, yeah.
And what does it mean?
Just to like exit kharajtu li nafs.
Yes, exit. If you go for Hajj, Umrah, Ziyarat, as you are driving or somebody is driving you, you come to the highway, as you are about to come on the highway, you will find there's a word khuruj. Khuruj, that means exit. Or even for the Haram, for example, khuruj, right? Exit. It comes from the same word, kharaja. Kharaja is to exit. Khuruj is the point of exit. Khuruj. So kharaja, fatha, kharaja. Yes, next one. Let's get it faster because we want to, this is a revision, right? Yes, Sayed. Muhammad, yes, go ahead.
Alima,
Yes, Alima. Fatha, Dhamma, Kasra.
Kasra.
Ahsan, Kasra, Alima. What does it mean?
Knowing.
Yeah, to know. Ahsan. All right, ilm, right? All of us know ilm. It's a very popular word. In fact, if you remember in one of the classes, I told you that it comes in Quran, it comes in different forms over 100 times, 800 times. Over 800 times, the word ilm comes in the Quran, right? So, alima, yes. Next one.
Same.
Yes.
Same. Kasra. Hasiba.
Hasiba, ahsan. Again, kasra. What does it mean?
To account for.
Count, yes. To count or to reckon. Hasiba, hisab, right? We say hisab, for example.
Yeah.
We also use in Gujarati, in Urdu, in Arabic, all this, no? Hisab, hasiba, to count or to reckon. Okay, hasiba. Next one.
Kabira
Anybody?
with a kasra, kabira.
No, with Dhamma, kabura. Okay, so kabura, right? You can see how quickly we are forgetting, right? We just did it in the last level only. So kabura, right? What does it mean? I'm sure all of you know, right? You said, what is kabura?
Bigger,
To
Kabir.
make it, to extol, right? Extol, oh no, to magnify it. Allahu Akbar, no. So kabura, to make it bigger. Kabura, yes. Next one.
Iram is.
Karuba,
No.
Yes, Hassan, sister. We don't, thank you. Karuba, what does it mean?
I think so it's near.
Yeah, to get
Closer.
near. To near or to get near, yes. Karuba. We get Karib, right? So Karuba, to be near. Yes, next, Ali.
It's Sami'a. So
Ahsan.
kasra.
Kasra, very good. What does it mean?
It means to hear.
To hear. Okay, Samia. Okay, to hear. And then to one. Next one.
Daraba, to strike.
Daraba, to means what?
Strike.
To strike, yeah. Daraba, right? Daraba, Ra has a fatha. Daraba has to strike. Last one.
Hafida, to protect.
Ahsan. Hafiza. Kasra, okay. Hafiza means to what?
To protect.
To protect, or even better to say to preserve, okay? But Hafiza, that's fine. So, yeah. So, this is just quick revision. If you see this table is there in our previous class. So, here is the answer, okay? So, karuma, tabi'a, khalaka, khasira, jama'a, azuma, kharaja, alima, hasiba, kabura, karuba, samia, daraba, hafiza. And also with the meanings, okay? So, do you see this thing? It's only through practice you're able to do it, no? Don't just trust your memory, where I live in my home, our garage door has to be, when we go out, it's not connected with our house. So you go out, for example, put the garbage there or anything else, and then come inside and close the door, or you can close also from outside. So I tell my family members, don't trust your memory. Don't think that, no, when you come in and you're going to then close the door. No, there is a pad there. Make sure that you close it from there. Because so often what happens, by the time we come in, you get distracted for some reason, you forget about it, right? So don't trust just your memory. Keep in mind that exercise is very important. You need to sharpen. And I really would commend all of you that you kept up your studying, because that's how it is. It's a language, but we're doing it for the sake of Quran, so kept it up. So these are the words, none of them are new. All of this, if you see, level 4 when we did, right? In lesson 1 and 2, we did this thing. It's there. But just as a revision. Okay. Any questions before we go next? So this was to do with past tense. Okay. Past tense, as we said, is formed through 3 consonants, right? That means those letters which does not have vowel. And then it is only the middle vowel, middle letter, middle root, which changes. Either it's a dhamma or kasra or fatha. The first and the last roots always carry fatha, right? In a verb, we are talking of verb case, okay? Past tense verb. Is that clear? Okay, and always we say that it could mean karuma means to dignify or he dignified. Because as we said that the verb has the pronoun inbuilt. Tabiya means to follow, or also literally means he followed, okay? Like khalaka. Khalaka means to create, also means he created, okay? The pronoun is automatically, is there, okay? It's part of it. We go to the next slide, which is also a revision of past tense, but now I want you to use this table. So this this table will sort of help you, okay? I want to see that if you can, conjugate, okay? So taraka, taraka, taraku, taraka, tarakata, tarakna, tarakta, taraktuma, taraktum, tarakti, taraktuma, taraktunna, taraktu, tarakna, tarakna, right? So it's the third person masculine, then third person feminine, second person masculine, feminine, and then first person, okay? So you are now welcome to take any of the verbs. Darasa, karuba, alima, fataha, khalaf. Any of these, and see that if you can conjugate either the entire table or at least first row or second row, whatever you want to do it, whatever you're comfortable. But I want you to use this table as a guidance and see if you can conjugate using these words. So Bismillah. Use any verb of this darasa, karuba, alima, fatah, and try to conjugate them. So let's start. Don't worry if it's a mistake, okay? We are learning. Don't at all be worried at all. No, we are all learning, we're all students, okay? Even I'm still a student. I'll tell you, when I went to the Hausa in 1984, I was shocked that the Mujtahideen, Ayatollah Khomeini and others, used to write their name at the bottom. They would say Tilmiz al-Quran. I was really shocked when I went there at that time, that they would sign them writing at the bottom a student of the Quran. Would you believe it? So we are all students of the Quran. Yes. Bismillah.
Okay, I'm going to try the first
Don't
one.
worry, yeah, don't worry. Go ahead. Which word you're using?
Okay, I'm going to use the verb karuma.
Karuba?
Karuma.
No, here, you've got verbs here on Darasa, Karuba, Alima, Fatah, Khalafa.
Oh, okay. I see the words at the top. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so I'll use the first one, which is darasa.
Darasa, okay, go ahead.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So first one is darasa. This is the singular third
Yeah,
person.
go ahead. Yeah, just if you say, fine. Just go
Okay,
ahead and just say
Darasa.
the Arabic, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Darasa and darasu.
Okay, so Darasa, Darasa, Darasu. Okay, next one.
Do I continue?
Yeah, continue,
Or I
continue,
leave it?
please. Continue,
Okay.
please, no.
Darasat, darasata, darasna.
Asant. So Darasat, Darasata, Darasna, right? Next one.
Okay. Darasta, darastuma, darastum.
Asant. Good. Can you please continue, if you don't mind? Yes, yes.
Darasti, darastuma, darastunna.
Asant.
And then darastu, darasna,
Asant.
darasna.
Good. Asant. You see? So this is your conjugated the word darasa in past tense. All the cases of past tense. All 15 cases of past tense. you conjugate daras in the past tense. So darasa, darasu, darasata, darastu, darasna, darasta, darastuma, darastum, right? Darasti, darastuma, darastunna, darastu, and darasna, right? Awesome. Good. Anybody else? I'll make things easier by keeping at least a table in front of you.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, go ahead, Ali.
Oh,
Karuba,
Okay.
Karuba with Aleph, Karabu,
Karubu.
yeah,
Karubu, yes. Uh-huh.
Karabat,
Karubat.
Karubat,
Yeah, that Dumma on Ra does not change. Will stay as it is. So Karuba, Karuba, Karubu, Karubat,
Karubat, Karubata,
Karubata, Asant,
Karubata, Karab, Karabna,
Karubna.
Karabna.
Why you are changing Ru to Ra? Karubna. Okay. So
Karubna.
Karubat, Karubata, Karubna.
Karubna. Okay. I'm lost.
let me continue. So,
Let's continue, Sayed.
Karupta,
Mm-hmm.
Karuptuma,
Mm-hmm.
Karuptum,
Uh-huh. Next one.
Karupti,
Mm-hmm.
Karuptuma,
Mm-hmm.
Karuptunna,
Asant.
Karuptu,
Karubtu.
Karuptu,
Mm-hmm.
Karubna, Karubna.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, yes, Ali, you raise your hand. Bismillah.
Okay, so I'm going to do Alima.
Mm-hmm.
So Alima, Alima, Alimu, Alimat, Alimata, Alimna, Alimta, Alimtuma, Alimtum, Alimti, Alimtuma, Alimtunna, Alimtu, Alimna, and Alimna.
Asant. Asant. Yes. Anybody else? Your 2 words only remaining. Yes, Samina Muhammad or Syed and Iram together. One more.
Okay, it's I'm starting. So it's Fataha,
Okay, Bismillah.
Fataha with Alif,
Mm-hmm.
Fatahu,
Mm-hmm.
Fatahata,
Fatahat.
or Fatahat, yeah, sorry. Fatahata, Fatahna,
Asant.
Fatahata,
Mm-hmm.
Fatahat, Fatahatuma,
Mm-hmm.
Fatahatum,
Mm-hmm.
Fatahati, Fatahatuma, Fatahatunna,
Mm-hmm.
Fatahat, Fatahna, Fatahna,
Fatahtu.
Fatahatu, Fatahna,
Mhm.
Fatahna.
Start. Yeah, good. One more. Yes. You don't want to do what, Samina? Are you not there?
I'm here. Khalafa,
Yeah.
the last one, Khalafa?
Yeah, Khalafa.
Sure. So Khalafa with an Alif, Khalafu,
Mm-hmm.
Khalafat, Khalafta. Wait, Khalafata,
Khalafata. Uh-huh.
Khalafna, and then Khalafta, Khalaftuma, Khalaftum, Khalafti, Khalaftuma, Khalaftunna, Khalaftu, Khalafna, and Khalafna. And
Mashallah. Thank you very much. Awesome.
sorry.
So you see, all of you participated. So this completes our discussion on past tense. We saw that past tense can be 3 letters. Number 1, consonants. It is always first person, right? It's third person, in past tense. Then we saw that it could have either fatha, kasra, or dhamma, and then now we conjugated, okay, all these 15 cases. Third person, second person, first person, masculine and feminine, okay. So that completes the discussion on past tense. Any questions? Okay, so now we get into present tense and future tense, okay. So this is it. So this is the original, what is the original word of yasma'u? What is the past tense for yasma'u? We just now did it, anybody?
سمع
Sami'a, ahsant, you can see. So it is sami'a, but when it comes to now present tense, that meme which had a kasra may change. Okay, so in this case we can say yasma'u. And there is no rule. How do we know that it is fatha or kasra or dhamma? What did I tell you? How would we know that it is fatha, kasra, dhamma in the present tense? Or the original was kasra? How do we know?
Just by experience.
Oh, later on, but
I don't
initially,
think there is
example,
a rule.
just now, if I tell you to do it, how would you know?
Ya before the word.
No, it is sami'a. In present, it becomes yasma'u. How would you know that it is yasma'u, not yasmi'u, yasma'u? Why? How do you know it is fatha? Over times explained, but we use a dictionary, right? Remember I told you that take a dictionary, you will find the dictionary, there is a sami'a. After word sami'a, there is a. You'll find there is a or you or I. If you find sami'a after that letter a, that means it will take fatha in the present tense. If it is I, English I, that means we'll take kasra in present tense. If it is you, then it will take dhamma in present tense. Are you with me? So initially you will need the guidance of a dictionary. In the dictionary to do this. Yes, Ali?
Sorry, I was just on mute. So the question I have is for the last consonant. I guess in this case is the ayn. But is it for the present and future tense? Is it always a dhamma, the harakat, or is that also different?
No, present tense with dhamma, or you can see. Yes, ma'u, but yeah. Of course, for example, you can see in this what feminine is yasma'ana, right? So that means yasma'u, yasma'un. So in the it changes in this third person feminine. It becomes ayn sakin. So does in the second person second person both masculine and feminine. So not
I guess
necessary, but just in this case, it will as far as singular is there, it's just it will always be dhamma.
okay.
But that will follows a pattern. But this meme, whether it has a kasra or fatha, that you need dictionary, and that will stay throughout. This fatha will stay throughout. You can see in all these 15 cases. Do you see that one? For example, if you open a dictionary, if you have a dictionary, you can open now. So samia. After that, there will be a. So meme, which is the second root, will carry fatha throughout. You can see all 15 cases. Do you see in front of you, right? Yasmu, tasmau, yasma, throughout. Meme has a fatha. So that remains. But it does not automatically take from the past tense. Past tense had a meme kasra. But the present tense, it has a fatha. Okay? Is that clear? So now comes, you can take any of these verbs, alima, kasaba, kataba, and try to conjugate into present tense using this table. The way you did for some past tense, now you can do for the present tense. Don't worry, if you make a mistake, we will correct you and we'll understand. Yes, Ali, go ahead.
Okay, so for alima, I'm guessing it is ya'lamu.
Very good.
So then that would be the the third person masculine and singular. So then it would be ya'laman, ya'lamun.
So you see, it was alima which had a kasra, okay, But then on the lam, which is the kasra, in ya'lamu, that kasra will change to fatha. And that fatha will remain throughout. So ya'lamu, ya'lamani, ya'lamun. Next one.
Am I still continuing or someone else?
Continue, continue.
Okay. Sorry. Ya'lamu.
No, that was done first. Now we do the second line.
Sorry, ta'lamu.
Mm-hmm.
Ta'laman. Ta'lamna.
Awesome. Ta'lamu, ta'lamani, ta'lamna. Yes, next line.
Then it's ta'lamu. Ta'laman. Ta'lamun.
Ta'lamun, awesome.
Ta'lam.
Second person, yeah, feminine, yes.
Ta'lamin.
Ta'lamina.
Ta'lamina. Ta'laman. Ta'lamna.
Ta'lamna. So you see, this was ta'lamna compared to ya'lamna. Earlier in the third person, feminine was ya'lamna. Now, third person or second person feminine is ta'lamna. Yes. Finally.
A'lamu. Na'lamu and na'lamu.
Awesome. So you see, for example, a'lamu, I know. Na'lamu, we know. So we can say, for example, Allahu ya'lamu. We'll find sometimes Arabs will say, if you say, oh, what will happen? Or what is there? No? So you say, I don't know. Allahu ya'lamu. Allah knows. No, ya'lamu. You can see, because here it is yasmu ya'lamu. Because we say Allahu ya'lamu is a present tense. It's not, the knowledge of Allah is not in the past, right? So what will be the outcome of this? We don't know. Allahu ya'lamu. You can say Allah knows. Allah will know. We don't know. How long this battle will take place, war, how many people die, what we don't know. So Allahu ya'lamu, right? Allah knows. Allahu ya'lamu. So Allah knows about it. No, do you see? So this is alima. Good. Anybody? Please.
Perhaps I can try.
Bismillah. What would you like to do? Kasaba or kataba?
I'll do the kasaba,
Okay.
but I don't know how that the second haraka will change.
It will be kasra.
Kasiba. Okay. All right. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Yaksibu. Yaksabani.
Yaksibani, right? We said kasras.
Right. Yaksibani. Yaksibuna.
Asant.
Tasbi'u.
Taksibu. First is ka, right? That sin
Right.
is Samia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taksibu.
Okay. Taksiani. No, yeah. This is very confusing. But taksibani. Taksina.
Taksibna. Yaksibna.
Taksibna.
So yaksibna.
Yeah. Yep.
Yaksibna.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Taksi'u.
Taksibu.
Right, yes, taksibu. Taksibu, taksiani.
Taksibani.
Taksibani, okay. Taksibuna.
Asant.
Taksibina.
Asant.
Taksibani. Taksibna. Aksibu.
Asant. Good.
Naksi'u. and then naksibu. Yeah, naksibu and then naksibu.
Awesome, yeah, okay. Yeah, I know it's challenging, but you can see how much you have to use your mind. And that is the beauty, right? Keep in mind that there is a logic in it. It follows the pattern, right? So once you know what is happening, you can't make mistake, no? Okay.
Yeah.
Last one, Kataba.
Okay, I can try.
Okay, Bismillah, Syed.
Yeah, so Katibu,
First of all, what will take ta? Which will ta will take what? Fatah, Dhamma, or Kasra in present tense?
uh,
You have to decide that
Fatah,
one, right? I told you
Fatah.
either you have to take dictionary, so I'll help you in this case. You take Dhamma, okay? The letter second word will take Dhamma.
Dhamma. So Katuba.
No, present tense, present tense.
Oh, sorry. Yaktuba,
Yaktubu.
Yaktubu. Okay, yeah, Yaktubu, Yaktubani, Yaktubuna,
Good.
Yaktubu.
Taktubu.
Oh, sorry, Taktubu, Taktubani, Taktubna, Taktubu, Taktubani, Taktubuna.
Yes, good.
Takbina,
Taktubina.
Taktubina, sorry, Taktubina, Taktubani, Taktubna. Isma. So, Kutiba?
Present tense, present tense.
No, so Asmau. So,
Melikunga. Melikoraun.
no, the last one is
Yeah.
Kata
Aktub.
Aktub, yeah, sorry.
Aktubu.
Aktubo, Naktubo,
Asant.
Naktubo.
Yeah, you see. So we have chosen in such a way you can see that alima, kasaba, kataba. Although this, for example, lam has a kasra, sin has a fatha, and ta has a fatha, but when changed to present tense, that second root will change. And to know that how it will change, you need dictionary. There is no rule. Over time, of course, you will know through practice, but initially you need dictionary. Once you know that, then it changes. For example, alif becomes ya'lamu. So that lam will take a fatha. Kasaba will become yaksibu. Sin will take a kasra. Lam take a fatha, lam sin will kasra. And kata will become yaktubu. Ta will take a dhamma, you see. So when it comes to present tense, that vowel sign of the second root will change. Once you know what it changed to, it will remain same throughout. Okay, is that clear? So that completes our revision of past tense, present tense, and future tense. You see, and I'm glad. You see, this is. I'm sorry that I did not do all this kind of practice in the class all the time, because I thought that you were understanding it, you were trying it, but I realized through feedback that no, I need to do it in the class. And of course, when you make a mistake, we do this thing. That's fine. It's better late than no. Yes, Ali, your question?
Yeah, so from what I remember from the last unit, you had mentioned something about, I think, future tense having a scene or something prior to the word.
Yes, yeah. So
So-
we said that
so which- sorry,
you can either use seen or sofa, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Scene or
so
sofa.
we
So
also-
under which circumstances do we use those?
So for example, if it is going to happen, scene will happen soon, for example, sayaktubu. You know, for example, that if I tell Sister Eram that why is her husband not writing it just now when I'm dictating why? So of course she would defend and say, oh, sayaktubu. He's soon going to write it. No, just now maybe he's busy, he's soon going to write it. So That seen is, for example, say you are going to soon, we're going to do it. No, so far you do it in future, but later. And sometimes you can just use even yaktubu, means he is present tense, and also from the context, it can also mean what future tense. It's the context. Okay. So yes, it is seen or so far, depending on the circumstances. No? But when you know it's very clearly, you can use seen or so far. So far yaktubu. So for example, if I say, why Ali, why you're not writing? You know, so somebody, his friend says, so far yaktubu. He will do it. No, maybe not today, tomorrow he'll do it. Don't worry. You know, this reminds me, you know, when I went to study in Iran, I was married. Besides all the other Khoja boys and girls, we were there. We were 14 boys and 10 girls. So my wife and myself were the only married couple. So because we were married, you used to stay with the teachers. You know, you used to share apartment with the teachers. So my teacher had a son. At that time, he was a son was born. So after about 1 year or 14 months, once I asked my teacher, is your son has started talking? He said, why you are worried? No, he will talk, he said. If once they talk, they won't stop talking. So let them take time to talk. No, as parents, we are sometimes very eager to when he's not starting, talking. No, so he said something else. No, he'll talk about it. But then he said, no, why are you worried? Let him take his time. The moment he starts talking, he will be non-stop. No, so I have a grandkid just now, 2 years old. No, non-stop all the time. We will entertain him. No, all the time. Subhanallah. So yes. So this completes our discussion of what present tense and future tense and past tense. Okay. Now we come to Fi'l al-Amr. So this is, I thought, instead of going through how to form Fi'l al-Amr, we'll look at this ayat, verses of Quran. Okay, it will be interesting. So you are most welcome to open the translation, but then it will be easier. We are now going to identify the Fi'l al-Amr, the command. Okay. This is Surah Yusuf. All of you know the story of Nabi Yusuf and what happened. It's one of the beautiful surahs of the Quran, very powerful. I can tell you one thing. The day you start understanding Quran, Arabic, right? When you start understanding, for example, most of the Quran, the first thing you should do, get a good reciter and just let him or her recite Surah Yusuf. And you just sit there and just listen about it. Just nothing. Don't do anything. Just be peaceful in a peaceful area, no distraction, nothing, right? For example, just sit there and listen to the reciter. It is so powerful. It is so moving. You realize that how powerful it is. Why Allah says this is Ahsan al-Qasas. But depends who the reciter is, number one. Number two, the environment you are spiritually also prepared, for example. That means you have no distraction in your mind, right? And then you have some knowledge of understanding the Quran. You will see, it's so powerful. I remember that when we came back from Iran after studying, and then at that time, the CDs, Quran CDs started coming. During my time when I was studying, there were still those cassettes, but then the CDs started appearing. So somebody went to Hajj and brought back as a gift, Quranic CDs. And there was Surah Yusuf being recited by the Qari. It was so powerful. My wife and I would always, listen to it as we drive, because it was so powerful. So it is this surah, okay? So let us try to now highlight the Fi'l al-Amr, okay? Command. Now mind it, command can be in first person, second person, third person. But what we had covered in the last class was only the second person. That means when you are commanding somebody in front of you. We are going to, inshallah, today and next week, we'll start present about command in the first person and also third person, but just not only second person. So you are commanding somebody, do this thing. Now mind it, for example, in English, we just say write it. Just write it, right? That's all. So how do we know that it's a command? It's only the way you say it, based on the tone of write it. Just write it or write it. Write it. We are commanding. But in Arabic, no. It's not just the tone, but also there is that hamza, right? Which tell us that no, you are supposed to do this. No. So here it is. It is ayat number 9. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. It says, اقتلوا يوسف أو اطرحوا أرضا يخلو لكم وجه أبيكم وتكونوا من بعده قوما صالحين. So it says, kill Joseph or cast him away to some distant land, so that your father's attention may be exclusively towards you, and you may therefore become a righteous lot, right? So where is the amr here? Where is the command here? Which word carries the command here?
The first one,
First one,
uqtulu.
uqtulu, right? What is the story here? How does that command come in? What is the background to that?
Slay Yusuf. The brothers are wanting to kill him.
Yeah. Before that, what happened is that the plan, right? Is that no, they were jealous of Yusuf, who was getting more attention from their father than themselves. And plus, Yusuf also was their stepbrother, was not their real brother. Okay, so that added to that. Yusuf was their stepbrother, but they had special attention from their father, Yaqub, right? So they decided to get rid of him. How do they decide? You can see this is the plan, right? Say, uqtulu Yusufa awitrahu ardan. Now, just kill Yusuf or cast him away in some distant land. Now, why? They also says, that way, so that your father's attention may be exclusive towards you. Because now that Yusuf has disappeared, is out of the scene, right? Then the father will now give attention to you. What they were trying to do is use the logic, as we say, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind, right? But that's not the case. No, that the moment Yusuf disappeared, in fact, Yaqub was even more preoccupied. Now, he was more remembering Yusuf than even before, except that, of course, Yusuf was not in front of him. Of course, why was he doing remembering Yusuf? Of course, as a father, he was missing, but more so that why was he remembering? Why was Yaqub remembering Yusuf a lot? Besides being a father and losing, what was the reason? Because as a prophet, he knew that Yusuf was still living. Keep in mind, sometimes, for example, somebody disappears, then you don't know whether the person is living or dead, right? In this case, although the brothers came back and said that no, Yusuf was devoured by a hyena, fox, by animal, but being a prophet of God, Allah had given him that knowledge that no, your son is living, But so he was even more than, of course, worried that where is he? What is he doing? How can I get him? Okay. So this is the command. Uqtulu. Uqtulu is the command. Qatala is the verb. Qatalu yaqtulun, right? Qatala yaqtulu. So qatala is the past tense. Qatala. Okay. If you see in the dictionary, in the present tense, ta will carry dhamma. So yaqtulu. Qatala, he killed. Yaqtulu, he kills. So then from yaqtulu we remove ya and put hamza. So uqtulu. Okay? Uqtulu, that means yaqtuluna. The present tense will be yaqtuluna. Nun will disappear. So uqtulu. Kill Yusuf, awitrahu. Also itrahu also is there. Awitrahu, or just cast him. Of course, taraha awitrahu. So taraha. Okay? So taraha is to cast. Who here is referring to Yusuf? Uqtulu Yusufa awitrahu. So who is a pronoun? Okay. So kill Yusuf or cast him away. Okay. So utruhu. So both these are. Uqtulu and utruhu is what is a command. Okay. But as we say that alif of uqtulu, right? We say that alif is hamzatul wasl. It will only take a vowel sign if it starts. It's the beginning. If it is in between, then it will become silent. So uqtulu, because the second root has dhamma, becomes uqtulu, right? Remember? So in this case, itrahu, it will be itrahu, right? Because the second root has a ra, has a fatha, it will be itrahu. But because waw carries a kasra, so awitrahu, that alif is silent. Are you all with me? there are two verbs here. First one is katala, means to kill. Its present is yaktulu. So if you open the dictionary after katala, you'll find you. That means in present is like for kataba yaktubu, right? We just now did earlier. Kataba yaktubu. In the same way, katala yaktulu. Okay. And then in the yaktulu, in what present tense, masculine, masculine, okay, plural will be yaktulun, because they are brothers together, right? Yaktulun. So we are going to now convert that yaktulun into a command. So we remove the noon and remove the ya, and then of course alif, we put alif hamza. So uktulu. Now because it starts with uktulu, because ta has the dhamma, alif hamza al-wasl will take dhamma. So uktulu. Okay. Now it comes to a taraha. Taraha is to cast. Okay. So taraha is cast. So yatruhu, he cast. Now yatruhuna, they are casting. So here it is avitruhu. If it was starting, we'll say itrahu. Remember we said if the second root has fatha or kasra, then hamzatul wasl will take kasra, right? If the second root has dhamma, hamzatul wasl will take dhamma. So it is itrihu. But because there is already waw has a kasra, so that hamza will become silent. So avitrahu. Uktulu Yusufa avitrahu. Okay, so this is a revision you're doing, but there are two imperative verbs with hamzatul wasl. Is that clear? We go to the next one. First of all, go to the Quran and look at the ayat, so you'll get an idea what is being talking. 29. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wastakfiri.
Yeah, wastakfiri. Okay, so Yusufu arid an hadha. Yusuf, let this matter alone. No. Wastaghfiri li dhanbiki. And you woman, plead for your forgiveness for your sin. Wastaghfiri. Okay. So who is this wastaghfiri?
It's for the lady.
Yeah,
Zulaikha,
Zulaikha,
to
right?
apologize.
Zulaikha has been told, yeah. Because now it has come to know that Yusuf was innocent. The wife of Aziz was the one who tried to seduce him. So it came. So now the husband is turning to Yusuf. Yusuf, you just turn away from this. No, you just, now we have come to know, you turn away of this thing. And then he's telling his wife, wastaghfiri li dhanbiki. And now you plead forgiveness for your sin. So wastaghfiri. Okay. If there was not waw, if we start with hamza, what waw will it take?
Astakfiri.
What waw will it take? Waw sign will take hamza. Fatha, dhamma or kasra?
Fatha.
Dhamma.
Fatha, dhamma or kasra? Anybody?
Dhamma.
I think Fatha.
You are forgetting. I
think
told you,
kasra.
hamzatul wasl in imperative verbs never take fatha. Keep in mind, hamzatul wasl in the imperative verb never takes fatha. It either takes dhamma or kasra. So what will it be?
Kasra.
Yes. Why?
Because it's got it's following with a fatha.
Fatha of the ta, right?
Yeah.
Because the second root has a fatha, so then hamza will take kasra. If the second root has a kasra, it will take the hamza. If the second root has dhamma, they will take dhamma. Okay. Keep in mind, hamzatul wasl, hamza of command, right? Hamza wasl which is serving as a command, it will only takes dhamma or kasra. Remember, we gave you the example also from Surah Yasin, ittabi'u. We don't say attabi'u, ittabi'u, right? So because ta here has a fatha, Hamza will take kasra. Okay, but of course, this Hamza also becomes silent if it's preceded by a letter which has already vowel. So wastaghfiri, watrihu, awitrahu, you see. So wastaghfiri. So then alif, of course, becomes silent. Wastaghfiri, izambi. No, then seek forgiveness for your sins. Innaki kunti min al-khatin. Indeed, you are the one amongst the one who was mistake, right? Indeed, you are the one who was guilty. Indeed, innaki kunti min al-khatin. You can see our translator says, no, indeed, right? That no says, for you have indeed been erring, or indeed been guilty. You know, he's of course, subhanallah, it's a very big mistake, but you can see that the husband wants to play it down by just saying that you were doing a mistake, an error. You just erred, no? You slept, for example, you were sleeping, but it was not like just a slip of a tongue, or for example, a slip of a moment. It was something which was serious. A boy who was taken as a worker, right? First of all, he was bored. He brought up there. He was working, right? And now the wife of the person is seducing him. It's a quite major thing, but of course, being a husband, right? He would play it down. So innaki kunti min al-khatiin. No, so, I mean, you're just among the one who did errors, not khatiin. Good. We go next one. So first of all, go and open the translation, 42. Okay. وقال للذين ظن أنه ناج منهما اذكرني عند ربك إن ربك فأنساه الشيطان ذكر ربي فلبث في السجن بضع سنين. Yes. Where is the imperative verb with Hamza al-Wasl?
Askurni.
اذكرني, ahsant. Now tell me, this Hamza of Uskurni will take Fatha, Dhamma, or Kasra?
Dhamma.
Ahsant. Why?
Because the third letter is a Dhamma with the kaf.
Second letter.
Yeah.
Second
It's
root,
Dhamma.
okay. Second
Second
root has
root.
Dhamma, yeah. So the second root has Dhamma, so Uskurni. Very good. So Uskurni. So قال الذين ظن أنه ناج منهم اذكرني عند ربك. You know, this is, anybody knows the story here? Read the translation and tell me what is the story.
When two people leaving the jail, the Yusuf
Yes.
tell them, please say about me to your Lord, I mean, your what you call
The Aziz.
your king.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there were two people
But
who were in jail with
but
Yusuf.
he forget to tell, and then he is still longer in jail.
Awesome. So you can see not only the lesson there, subhanallah. وَقَالَ الَّذِي ظَنَّ أَنَّهُ نَاجٍ مِنْهُمَا. So the two companions of Yusuf asked him questions about what they dreamt. So then Yusuf gave them the interpretation. Out of these two, one will be killed, but one will be saved. Najat paega, the one who will be saved. Okay. Yusuf told him that when you are freed, uskurni in rabbika, then remind him about me. Go to your Lord, or to the Aziz, or to the Master, and remind about me that I am in the jail. Right? Uskurni in rabbika. Fansahu shaitan. You see, fansahu shaitan. Shaitan made him forget about it altogether. Dhikr rabbihi, right? وَلَبِسَ فِي السِّجْنِ بِضْعَ سِنِينَ. Then he stayed in the prison for a number of years. Now, the lesson here is quite interesting. Two lessons. One is Pansahu Shaitan. this forgetfulness which is there in us, we human beings forget, especially those who are now seniors, they'll tell you that we tend to forget things. This is the weapon of shaitan. Shaitan would not like you to especially remember good things. For example, if you say that, no, tomorrow I'm going to call my mother. No. And it's a good thing, right? To call your mother, to your father, or to your brother, sister, anybody to call a mu'min is a good thing, right? But you'll find that tomorrow comes and somehow you forget about it. The shaitan will make you forget doing good things, right? Zikr. But Allah is sufficient with this in you. And on account of that, Yusuf then stayed in the jail for a number of years. Now, our scholars say for Yusuf, it was wrong for him as a prophet of God to ask a person that you go and remind, what your Lord about me. Yusuf, as a prophet of God, would only has to turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not to anybody else. Okay, you and me, we can ask, for example, people to help us out, people to, for example, do these things, that's fine, or be as a means, but a prophet would always seek his help from only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If he had sought only help from Allah, Yusuf at that particular time was little carried away. This is known as Tark Allah. Something which is not befitting to him, he did this thing. He was carried away. That he said, okay, now I know that this person is going to be freed, so why don't I send a message through him that you go and mention to your master? You see, so it's quite interesting thing in this surah. This surah has, mashallah, so many lessons. It's beautiful, no? Okay, we go to one more ayat, 50, we have still about 2 minutes, so we'll just finish one more ayat. Yes. No, ayat number 50. Okay, so first of all, go to the translation, it becomes easier for you. وَقَالَ الْمَلِكُ أُتُونِي بِهِ فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُ الرَّسُولُ قَالَ رِجِعْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ. So where is the imperative verb with Hamzatul Wasl?
There is the
Utuni.
Okay, Utuni and yes,
Alarjir.
and Irja. Okay, so 2 verbs, right? قَالَ الْمَلِكُ أُتُونِي بِهِ. So now this person who was freed goes to see his master, right? And then the king also sees the dream, and then he calls his people of the court that I've seen a very strange dream. Anybody can interpret. So this person says, yes, I know somebody who is very good in this thing. He says, Kala al-Malikul Tuni. So the Malik, that means the king says, bring this person who is good in interpreting dreams. So Utuni, bring him, Utuni bihi. So again, of course, Kala Malikul Tuni, Hamza is silent here, but if you were to start with Hamza, it would be Utuni, because again, you can see the second root of the verb ta has Dhamma, so Utuni, bring him bihi. Okay. Then comes Falamma ja'ahu ar-rasulu kala bihi irji ila rabbi, right? So when this messenger of the king came to Yusuf, kala irji ila rabbika, go back to your Lord. Irji. So the original word was raja'a. Okay, raja'a, if you see in present, will be yarji'un. There'll be I. If you take raja'a, and if you open the dictionary, there'll be I. So yarji'un. Okay, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, right? So yarji'un, to return. So yarji'un. So irji. That means go back to your Lord. Yusuf did not automatically, although he had the opportunity to come out and go and meet the king, but before that happened, he wanted his name to be clear, right? So he says, go back to your Lord and ask him about the incident of those women who cut their fingers and what, because he wanted his name to be clear, very clear, that she tried to seduce him, then he was jailed, right? because she did not only try to seduce him, but also accused him of trying to do this thing. So he was jailed. So before even he comes out and go to the king, he wanted his name, because that is important to me for a prophet, right? That his reputation should be cleared before he goes out. Okay, so that is, we've reached ayat number 50. We will stop here. You can either finish this as a homework if you want to, or inshallah we will discuss it. The remaining ayat. What I would like you to is to highlight the imperative words that begin with Hamzatul Wasl. Okay, so
I have
either
a
you can
question.
highlight or we can. Yes, Sayyid.
The ayahs when say "Qala irji ila rabbik," so rabbik usually we use for God, but here it's a meaning for
Lord. Yeah.
like
Lord. Yeah.
Lord,
Yeah.
Aka. I mean,
Yeah, Aka, exactly. Yeah. Because Rabb means both. For example, we say Murabbi, right? In Urdu, in Gujarati, and elderly person we say Murabbi. The one who brings you. So here Rabb could also be not only Lord, but it also mean the one who takes care of you.
raise you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? So thank you again for joining us. We agreed to start the class in spite of being 7. I hope that you can try to talk to some of the previous students who can join us, so at least we are 10. Now, I have actually done an exception to this class that we started despite of having only 7, because I realized that at least this is the group which is dedicated, so we should continue doing that, inshallah. Okay, so there is no homework other than just, if you can just take the same slides and highlight it, if you can do it, otherwise, inshallah, we will continue discussing this thing. And of course, make sure that you read lesson 4, because immediately we'll start lesson 4. Any questions?
Yes, one question for Irji and the last ayat
Yes.
50. How
Yes.
would we look for that in the dictionary? What would we be looking for?
Yeah. What I told you, first of all, what is the word? The verb is raja'a.
Yes.
Raja'a. Okay. I told you 3 letters
Mhm.
and always consonants. So you know that irji, the alif always is for Hamza, right?
Mhm.
Right? So that is Hamza. That is an imperative verb. So raja'a. You go and check raja'a. After raja'a, you'll find I.
Okay.
That means in present tense it will be yarji'u. Like for example, kasaba yaksibu. Remember we did earlier kasaba yaksibu. So yarji'u. And then of course this is just a command of one person. So irji, go back.
Okay.
Did I reply?
Yeah, it's just when I'm searching using the app, there's so many different words for back. So to find that specific.
No, raja'a. Raja'a.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to get Arabic.
Raja'a. There'll be only one word, raja, in the dictionary. Raja'a.
Yeah, I'll have to get an Arabic keyboard. I was trying to avoid getting it, but it's
Keyboard,
a must.
do
So,
you have Arabic dictionary?
yes.
Yeah. So just check raja'a.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.